Hello. Today we're going to do an interview on my granddad, Dennis Myers, who is a war veteran. You ready for that, Granddad?
I'm good.
Granddad, what wars did you participate in?
Well, when I first went in the Army, after I went through a lot of training, I went to Vietnam. So that was the first war that I participated in. And then many years later, I was in the Army Reserves, and I was recalled to active duty during the Desert Storm, I guess called that a war, in Iraq and Saudi Arabia.
The second question, Granddad, when did you join the military?
I had been going to school in Chapel Hill, but I dropped out for lack of interest and started working. And then we had a draft at that time, and I was drafted into the Army in 1965.
Next question, Granddad, what was your job in the military?
I went to infantry school, and then after I did that, I went to officer candidate school down at Fort Benning, and that was infantry officer candidate school. And was in an infantry unit at Fort Benning until I got a chance to apply for the Special Forces training at Fort Bragg. And I went up there in January, I think it was, of 1966, and I went to Special Forces training there. And after that, my job was also always in a Special Forces unit. So,
Granddad, what was your rank in the military?
well, when I first went in, of course, when I was training at Fort Jackson, I was a private. And then when I went to OCS, they made me like a sergeant, E5. Once I graduated from OCS, I was a second lieutenant. And after that, I went up through the ranks, and I finally retired as a lieutenant colonel.
This is the last question. What was the easiest and the hardest part in the military?
I don't know, that's a hard question. The easiest part for me was probably in the training, different exercises that we did. I was always good at that, and those things were easy for me. Later on, when I was like when I was in Vietnam, I think the very hardest part was when I had some people who worked for me injured or killed. That was very hard.
Well, Granddad, I appreciate you helping me with my interview and talk about you in the military. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate your interest and doing that, and I appreciate your allowing my cat to star in your video.
Thank you. Good job, Sora. We love you.